Good morning. How are you all today? Are you familiar with that movie that's coming out from Angel Studios called Homestead? I've been seeing the previews on it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's coming out in December, on December 20th, I think. I got a message from Mark Harrison, one of our highly esteemed patrons over on the Patreon channel, and a friend who said he sent me the link, and he says, "Hey, we're looking forward to this. He and his wife are looking forward to seeing that movie." He says, "But I think that a movie about the Stonemont series, your books, would be a lot better." I thank you. Excuse me, I'm still getting over this stuff, and and that brought me to something that I've had a lot of people ask me about, and so I'm just going to address it right here. I've had a lot of people ask me about the possibility of my books, the Stonemont series, being made into a movie or a mini series. Actually, it should be made a series. There's no way you get all this into a movie and make any sense. If any of you are not familiar with what I'm thinking of, what I'm talking about, it's my books, the Stonemont series. Actually, 7 books. I don't have the 7th one here because we're sold out, and I want to give kind of a warning about this. The reversion, the revival, the renewal, and appeal to heaven, the blessings of freedom, hostages to fortune, and the latest one, On Wings Like Eagles. The first one came out in 2017. So an entire series that many people have called the best post-apocalyptic series they've ever read. Now, it would be unseemly for me to say that, but I'm passing on what many people have said, both in Amazon reviews and to me and in the comments and everything like this, and people that I've met throughout the years. And I thank everybody for those compliments. I won't argue with it because I tried to put things in there that most people have never even thought about. And I tell people that they are the complete guide to preparing for, surviving, and rebuilding after a total collapse of everything. Now, I'll give you a warning about ordering my books here for just a second. You can get them, and then I'm going to talk about how this works out with that series Homestead, and what has been in the works as far as getting my books to a movie. You can get my books through Amazon, and they get them to you quickly. And the link is down below. You can also get them directly from me through our website, stonemont.us. However, I don't get them to you that quickly. We are constantly trying to keep up with it. And I haven't mentioned my books here probably for a couple of weeks, simply because we keep selling out. I feel badly that I don't get them out to people as quickly as I would like or they would like. Excuse me, just and so I try to catch up. I order larger larger orders, and they sell out more, and I try to keep up. It's a lot. I just haven't figured out the magic formula for ordering enough, I guess. I don't know. But a warning, if you want to order them from me, great. I love that because I get to sign them for you and write a little note in there to you and everything, and I love that. But realize that it's going to take some time to get them from me. I think the websites or the site that we use for our online sales says 5 to 7 days shipping, free shipping. We do pay the shipping. And I've asked them to change that. They haven't changed that. It's not 5 to 7 days. It's sometimes a month. I'm sorry, but it is the price of the success of the series. And so if you'd like them from me, I'd love to do it. Just please forgive the time that it will take. You'll get them, but it's going to take some time. And also the same thing with the mugs. We were so overloaded with mug orders that I stopped talking about them until I can get all caught up on them. And I feel badly because I'd like to be able to put them out there, but I don't feel right about doing that. Okay. Now let's get back to the situation of the movies. People have asked, have you ever thought about making your books into a movie? And I said, well, yes, I have. It's not simple. It's not simple at all. And I'm going to ask your all's help in this for anybody that would like to. Same thing that I asked Mark and his wife. I've had several people, Bob Wall, who was a friend of mine, who is a partner of Chuck Norris. He was a partner of Bruce Lee years ago. If any of you saw that Bruce Lee movie where O'Hara was fighting him, the guy with the scar on his face, that's Bob. He passed a couple of years ago. But he was one of the real deal martial artists back in the day. He was partners with Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee and Joe Louis and a whole lot of things. He was really, really, top tier guy. And he had talked to Norris about making my books into a movie, and then Bob passed, and and then somebody else also said, I don't know Chuck Norris. He's very good friends with very good friends of mine, but so I don't have a direct line to him. But I've had other friends send my books to him. Now, we were all very looking forward. Remember that movie Amerigeddon? We were all looking forward to that when it came out because Chuck's son was involved in the production of that, and it could have been a great movie. It turned out to be a stupid movie because of a lot of things: the editing, the acting, the scenarios were just silly, and that's too bad because these are situations that they are important, and they can be such educational and learning and teaching devices if they were just made well. And that's the thing, that too often these kinds of movies are not made well. What was the other one that came out? Civil War. That was also a ridiculous movie. And if my books ever get made into a movie, I'm hoping that they will be made into a good movie or a good miniseries. Now, why am I talking about this? Simply because as I told Mark, I says, well, I'd love my books to be made into a movie. And I don't know if the good Lord wants them to be. I guess they will be. I don't have any contacts in Hollywood or any place else. And I said, so if you want to pray about it and bring the good Lord into it, feel free. And he just got back to me and said, my wife and I just got done praying about this. And so for those of you who love the Stonemont series, and I love the feedback that I get. Jenny just said that she, and I think she said this on a YouTube video just yesterday. She said she just finished the 7th book, which is not yet out on Audible, but we're getting to that. I have too many irons in the fire, I'll be honest with you, and to keep them all hot at the same time. She said, I just got done reading that, loved it, favorite one. I think she said something like that. She said, but on this video, after reading that, I just felt watching this video, I was sitting across the table talking to Jim Wyatt. And yes, Jim Wyatt is kind of my alter ego. Many people call me Jim now. And I enjoy that. I let him express many of my opinions that, to get them out there. So, for any of you who love the Stonemont series, and if you haven't read them, read them. You'll like them. You'll love them. And if you are praying people, you want to see it made into a movie, I can't think of a better thing to do than to ask you to pray about it. And the Bible tells us that the fervent prayers of a righteous man, righteous people, men and women, prevaileth much. So that's the only way I know. That's the only thing I do. I don't have an agent. I don't have anything. If you want to see the books made in the Stonemont series made into a movie or a series, send your prayers up to the Father, and if He wants it to happen, I'm sure that will. And if He doesn't, then His will be done. Right? Okay. That's all I wanted to say. Looking forward to that movie, Homestead. I hope it's a good one. Angel Studios done some good stuff. Done some stuff that I didn't think that much of, but whatever. And it's got a good actor in it, the guy that plays Lee. Now, I will say one thing about the difference between Homestead, as I understand it, and the Stonemont series, is that apparently Homestead is about a former military guy who is rich and lives in a compound that he's built on top of a mountain and somewhere. Okay, that's not what the Stonemont series is. The Stonemont series is about a normal family living in a normal situation. They have moved out of the suburbs. Excuse me again. They've moved out and just kind of put together their own their own place, for their own, self-sustaining lifestyle. They weren't rich, and as a result of the world collapsing, it shows how community was developed, and Stonemont became a settling force. It gave refuge to people coming in. It gave them opportunities. It started to rebuild community. And I get into so many things that I don't think you've ever read in any other series. So if you haven't read it, I think you'll love it. And for those of you who have, we'll send it up to the Father and see what He wants done. Okay, and whatever He wants done is fine with me. So you all have a good day. Again, if you want them quick, guys, get them from Amazon. If you want them from me, I love doing it because I love signing them, but just be ready to wait. For that, I apologize, but I do the best I can. Okay? All right. You all have a good day. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.